YouTube family, it's Karen. Welcome to my channel, RNY Karen in Canada. I'm here today to let you know this is my very first video. Let me turn you around. Full disclosure, absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I tried to upload a video before this and didn't work. No idea what to do. So I'm trying again. My goal is to let you see my journey through RNY gastric bypass, and maybe it'll help you. Maybe you can send me information and it'll help me. All right, I had my surgery February 20th, 2018, so just over 2 weeks ago, at Michael Garron Hospital in Toronto with Dr. Syriac. I have notes down here because I don't want to not stay focused. Seriously, squirrel. Okay, let me introduce myself. I am 43 years old. I live in southwestern Ontario, Canada. I am a mom of 2 boys, aged 20 and 17. I have 2 dogs, which you may hear in the background whining and crying because I've locked him out of this room. And I have a fantastic husband who fully supports me. Prior to getting my Roux-en-Y gastric bypass, I asked my family doctor to refer me to the Ontario Bariatric Network. Network is what we do here in Ontario. I'm pretty sure you can still do it other ways, but this is how we do it. It is fully covered. I shouldn't say fully covered. The surgery is fully covered through the Ontario Bariatric Network. There are a few things you have to pay for. I was fully and utterly informed prior to me even going to ask my family doctor for a referral. I am very up on research and understanding what I want to do. So I went to my family doctor. She put in the referral, and in a few weeks I got my letter in the mail stating that yes, you are accepted as a candidate to come in for the consult. So in 2017, in May of 2017 was when my doctor put in the referral. In June of that same year, a month later, I was able to go to the consult. Now, or the orientation class is what they call it. Now understand that's very quick here. I'm not sure if they had a cancellation or for whatever reason, I didn't really care, but I went. And I believe that was a 2-hour orientation class with lots of other people who were interested in having the surgeries also. You listen to a nurse, she gives the spiel, and then you listen to the dietitian, I think it was a dietitian, and she tells you all some information too about what to expect. So I did that, and then at the end they give you this green folder. You get to decide if you want the surgery or not. Now, understand the reasons why I went in for my bariatric surgery are totally different than what you went in for. I had health reasons. I have high blood pressure. I have gastric reflux. I have a mild sleep apnea. And I have family of heart conditions. So, just want to stay alive. Crazy, isn't it? Many things happened over the timeline of getting the orientation class to surgery. You have nurse appointments here in Ontario. You have nurse appointments. You have maybe you have to go see a psychologist, nutrition classes, doctor's visits, sleep clinic appointments, physiotherapists for some people. I didn't need all of those things. I didn't have to go to the psychologist, and I didn't have to go to the physiotherapist, but pretty much everything else, as you can see, it's probably all backwards for you, I'm not sure. There's a big list of everything. Of course, I have check marks and when the day it was booked and the time that I went and the person I went to. And there's also homework you have to do. There's homework you have to do for the social worker. They'll ask you about your background and all the things that led up to you being overweight and causing you to have all these issues. I'd love to tell you that I had all these horrible things happen to me in my past. But no, just like to eat. And I have a family of overweight people, so it's just me. Now, after the orientation class, you have your next appointment is to see the nurse, and that's another 2-hour appointment. And prior to going to see her, or him, I'm not sure what you have a full, like a 20-page booklet that you have to fill out. Everything, I mean, from your birth to the minute you're going to show up to that appointment, you have to fill things in. Health, obviously, background on everybody. I mean, on everybody in your family, up to like first cousins and things like that, just so they know exactly what's going on. Sorry, my hair is horrible. And I did it, and I went with my mom, and she's been a great support person. So I highly recommend you bring a support person, because there's so much information that you have to get in that sometimes that other person can remind you of different things that went on. Now, the next appointment after that nurse consult is for me, was the social worker. Now, every single time you go to the bariatric clinic, I am lucky that I have one right here in the city that I live in. Some people have to travel. You get weighed. Not so much fun all the time, but you do. Even for the social worker appointment, they weigh you, always weighing you. And their goal is for you to lose some weight prior to the next appointment. And for people who have tried to, girls, you know, it's hard. It is hard to, and very stressful for me, to make sure that I've dropped even a pound within the next appointment. So my appointment for the orientation class was in June, and my nurse consult wasn't until August. So, you know, I had a couple months to get my ass in gear and drop some weight. And then prior to that, a couple weeks later, I had the social work consult. And even a couple weeks later, they expect you to lose weight, or at least not gain weight. How about I put it that way? I decided pretty much right after the orientation class that I was going to get my ass in gear and do some walking. Not a fan of exercise at all, clearly, but knew that that was one of the things that they looked at. They looked to make sure to see what you were doing. And I am going to follow the rules. So I decided I will walk. Nothing else, I'll walk. I found a really cool podcast called Weight Loss Surgery Podcast. And I downloaded them, and I walked to them, and I walked by myself, and I walked with a friend, and I really started to like it. I noticed some weight reduction, not very much, and I started to watch what I was eating. You have to, sorry, hold on. You have to, what was I saying? Oh, you have to write everything down, especially when you go to the consult, the nurses, and all that nutrition classes. You have to write all your food down. So I just decided to start that. Just on my own, I went and did it. Now, I must tell you, I am a big researcher, so everything I did, I put in the big green binder. Everything. Like, it's a little crazy. I work at a school, and I'm in, love, page protectors and little do-tang things like this. I mean, little page separators like this. So I pretty much put everything in here. I mean, and every time I went, I brought my big, huge binder. I think they all thought I was crazy, but I needed to know exactly what was going on, and I needed to know that I knew what was going to happen and what was facing me. So I'm trying not to keep these videos too long. We're almost at 10 minutes. Once again, my name is Karen, RNY Karen in Canada. Watch to the end. Apparently that's a YouTube thing. I'm really not sure of all this stuff. And like it and subscribe to it. If I'm the only person that watches this video or all these videos that I plan on making, then hey, I will get to see my journey. So, join Facebook groups. Do your research. know what you're getting yourself into. So my next video will be all about the pre-op diet and the 2 weeks for surgery and things like that. So stay tuned if you want to see that. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye.